Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Today we are testing out a brand new foundation from Natasha Denona. It's the new Hy-Glam foundation. This is a hydrating and blurring Longwear Radiant Serum Foundation and it looks so amazing. I have tried not to watch anyone else's reviews, but I do see the hype and I bought this so fast, and so we're gonna try it out today. Something that I think is so interesting about this foundation is it was formulated in a Korean lab, but also manufactured in an Italian lab, so it was like a little bit of a group project, which I think is kind of cool. Here's the packaging. I think it looks so luxe. It's a frosted glass bottle with a really pretty cap. The cap has a soft touch to it, and then it has the little ND here, and then it is a pump. Now I got mine in the shade N2. This comes in 52 shades, which is crazy. It's also $52, so not a cheap foundation, but it seems like it's very cutting edge and a very high quality formula as well. On her website, it says this is where high-tech skincare meets high performance makeup. It has ingredients like bamboo powder and microalgae, grape pomace, white tea silver needle, jasmine mother cells. It also has Japanese amino acid biomimetic pigments, which means that it doesn't settle into lines. It's supposed to be hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, which means it doesn't clog pores, safe for sensitive skin, and it's supposed to last up to 18 hours. It's supposed to be suitable for all skin types as well. I was kind of geeking out and watching a video on her website of Natasha herself talking about this foundation, and apparently it's supposed to deliver both short-term and long-term hydration. It's supposed to be good for dry skin, hyperpigmentation, oily skin, and mature skin. So literally everyone. And so that's what made me so intrigued. I feel like there's quite a bit of hype and claims around this foundation. So let's not waste any more time. Let's try it out. I'm gonna go ahead and pin my hair back first. Now, like I said, this is available in 52 shades, which is quite an amazing shade range. I am so excited to try this. It does say on the bottle to shake before use, so we're gonna give it a good shake. I'm really hoping that the shade I chose works for me. It looks like it will. Okay, here's the texture on the back of my hand. You can see it's like a little bit watery, but it does have a thickness to it, it seems. Let's go ahead and apply this on half of the face so we can compare the sides and see the level of coverage. So I'm gonna do this half first. I was debating between N1 and N2. I think this is actually a good match for me though. Now that I'm blending it out, you can see there's good coverage. Oh my. Yeah, really nice coverage, but it doesn't look heavy on the skin. And it doesn't feel heavy on the skin either. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and press that into the skin with my sponge just so we can see side by side. Also, I should mention I did not wear any primer today. I obviously just wanted to see how the foundation wears on its own, and I'm not gonna try out any new complexion products today. I'm gonna just use my tried and true so I can really get a good feel for how this wears. Okay, hopefully you can see, here's the before on one side of my face and here is after. You can see the coverage is really nice. It did tone down the redness quite a bit, and I do feel like the shade match works for me. I'm really excited. It has a bit of a radiance to it as well, but it's not like a super glowy foundation. I am so excited about this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and apply it to the other side of the face. I should also mention that apparently the shades are supposed to be a nice match with her concealers. So if you know what shade you are in her concealer, that'll give you a good idea of what you'll be in the foundation. Okay, this is really looking super nice on the skin. I really do like the coverage. I think it said somewhere too that it's like self-setting. I'm not sure if I'm noticing that really. It feels a little bit tacky on the skin, especially the side which has been sitting for a while. So I'm not sure what self-setting means. It doesn't really dry down fully, but I want to show you guys side by side really fast. My bare face before any foundation and then freshly applied so you can get an idea of the coverage and finish on its own before I go in and do the rest of my makeup. Okay, this looks really nice on the skin. I'm very excited about this. Obviously, let's see how everything applies and then we're gonna do a wear test. So really quickly, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face so we can see like how it looks used with concealer and everything. I think I am gonna use the Natasha Denona concealer because why not? We might as well. And then I'll see you back here for the beginning of our wear test. So I'll be right back. All right, my friends, so I just finished up my makeup. Everything applied really beautifully on top of the skin. I feel like my skin looks really glamorous but natural looking. By the way, if you want to know some of the other products that I'm wearing, I'll have them linked down below in the description box. But let's go ahead and get started on our wear test. I feel like this packaging, by the way, is just so luxe feeling. I really like it. So it's currently 4 p.m. I'm a little bit of a night owl, so I'm gonna wear this as long as humanly possible. Before we get into the wear test, I'm gonna show you a before and after side by side of the foundation freshly applied versus my makeup freshly done so that we can compare it to the end of the day. But overall, I'm really excited to see how this wears. It has a very natural kind of velvety, satiny finish. It feels like the best of all the worlds texture-wise, but of course, let's see how things wear. I do tend to get oily in the T-zone, so we'll make sure to watch that. I did not use any setting sprays to affect the longevity of the foundation. I did use a setting powder, but that's what I always use. So let's get to it. Let's start our wear test, and I'll see you guys at the end of the night to see how everything wears, okay? I'll see you guys soon. Well, folks, I'm back. I actually already filmed, or I thought I filmed, the end of this video and my mic was not working. So here I am again. It's currently midnight, so I've been wearing this foundation for 8 hours. I am a little bit bummed because now that you can hear me, I've already powdered my face, but luckily I did film the part where, so I'll show you guys now how things looked from when my makeup was freshly applied versus 8 hours later, side by side, because I did take that clip when I filmed this a few minutes ago, so you guys can see how things held up. I since touched up with powder because I wanted to see how things would touch up, and it did refresh things nicely. Basically, my conclusion is, as of now, I'm not sure if this is my favorite foundation I've ever worn. It settled a bit into my smile lines and a little bit into the line I have on my forehead, and it did end up breaking up around my nose. I didn't notice any issues on the outside of the face, which is not where I ever get oily, which is why I'm kind of feeling like maybe it wouldn't be suited for oily skin all the way, unless maybe you prep the skin a little bit differently or specifically for oily skin. If you have more dry skin, it could be something that's really gorgeous and that you love. I'm kind of in the middle. I feel like I would give this foundation maybe an 8 out of 10, just because I don't think it's my favorite foundation I've ever put on my face. Like, I can think of a couple more that wear just slightly better on me, like this Guerlain one, if you want like a high-end foundation that has really great coverage. However, I was also thinking sometimes it's about the amount you put on. This happened to me with the Haus Labs foundation. When I first tried that out and I put on way too much, I just didn't know. And I wore it throughout the day and I was like, I don't see what the hype is about. Like, this is not my favorite foundation. I don't really like it. And then I wore it again because everyone was loving it so much. I was like, did I miss something? I wore it again, but with less, ended up being one of my favorite foundations ever. So I'm gonna try it again on another day and use a little bit less and see if that helps with longevity. I know it claimed to have up to 18 hours of wear. I don't personally feel like on me it would look good after 18 hours, because after 8 hours it already looked a little bit broken down, but that's just me. So yeah, I feel like overall it's a nice foundation. It definitely is a really pretty foundation. I feel like from far away too, like you wouldn't notice. I'm literally looking up so close and noticing the nittiest, grittiest things like around my nose and things. But overall, from a distance, I felt like it looked really pretty and it wore really nicely throughout most of the day. I also wanted to point out, I did take a B-roll, before I forget, of me in natural light right after filming, so you can see how things looked in natural light. I did really appreciate how it didn't look super makeup-y, if that makes sense. Like, it definitely gave great coverage, and especially when freshly applied, I felt like overall it looked really, really nice, especially in natural light. And it wasn't a foundation that made me feel like insecure or made me feel out of balance. And my skin felt very comfortable. I didn't feel like it was super greasy in certain areas or dry in other areas. It felt very balanced, even though for me I felt like it broke up a little bit around the areas that I do have natural oils come through. So anyways, yeah, 8 out of 10 for me right now. I am gonna give it another try. I would love to hear in the comments down below if you guys have tried this, and tell us your skin type, because I'm really wondering, even though it claims to work on basically every skin type, I wanna know if you have dry skin, or especially the oily skin girlies. Let us know if this actually works for you, because on me, in the areas that I got oily, I didn't love how it wore. So Tell us in the comments down below. But that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my first impressions on this foundation. Overall, it's a good foundation. I just don't think it's like my holy grail yet anyway. I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna play with it a little bit more and see if the amount plays a role in how it wears, because sometimes it honestly does. But I'll keep you guys posted. If it sticks into my routine, if it ends up wearing better because of something that I do, I will definitely keep you guys posted. But for now, I feel like for me, there's better out there and probably others that I would reach for over this one at this point, just with how it looked at the very end of the day. So that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button, and after you subscribe, click on the notification bell so you'll get notified every single time I post a video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.